and gentlemen, welcome to the 2018 International Special Operations Forces Week, or ISOF Week. Special Operations Forces, also known as SOF, from the United States and 7 countries will conduct a scenario-based demonstration in the area surrounding the Tampa Convention Center in order to demonstrate capabilities of multinational SOF cooperation. Today's teams are comprised of officers, warrant officers, and non-commissioned officers from Colombia, Finland, Hungary, Italy, Poland, Romania, Singapore, and the United States. The team also has a member from the FBI. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the east side of Tampa General Hospital, across from Jackson's Bistro, where you will see a combat rubber raiding craft enter the objective area to insert subsurface swimmers. The craft is carrying special operators from Poland, Singapore, and the United States. The operators will separate into 2 teams and move underwater to positions on the bottom of the channel, lying in wait for their trigger to act. Through precise mission planning and underwater communications, the teams will emerge to eliminate an enemy sentry on the dock in front of the convention center and board the yacht Starship to eliminate enemy on the stern of the vessel. Timing is critical in a mission like this. Should the team surface too early, the mission could be compromised. Momentarily, an MH-60 Black Hawk helicopter will helocast personnel into the channel. Black Hawk helicopter with special operators from Colombia and the United States conducted a helocast insertion into the channel using a combat rubber raiding craft. This method of insertion can be conducted in the ocean miles offshore or deep inland in large rivers or lakes. In this maneuver, the combat rubber raiding craft with motor is strapped to the bottom of the Black Hawk using a series of complex tie-downs. The operators drop the boat, jump in the water, swim to the boat, and then mount the engine. This is a very difficult task considering that the operators must lift the engine into place while wearing all of their gear. The team's mission is to establish a maritime observation post near Tampa General Hospital where they can detect enemy forces who may try to interfere with the operation.
Raider 2-1, Sniper 06, report established. You've got Leroy 701 inbound for sniper infill.
Momentarily, 2 MH-6 Little Bird helicopters will come from the east with special operators preparing to establish a support by fire position as well as a sniper position overlooking enemy camp in the village. 1 MH-6 Little Bird will insert the support by fire team to the roof of the Tampa Convention Center. The team carries medium weapons such as the M240 machine gun. The other MH-6 Little Bird will infill the sniper team onto the roof of Tampa General Hospital.
Scorpion 02, we are established on TGH. Scorpion 02, Viper 06 is visual. Keep eyes to the northwest. Look for enemy entering the objective. Copy 06.
With all the supporting elements in place, the mission commander has given the order to execute the assault on the enemy aboard the yacht Starship. The force set a charge on the pontoon boat to create a diversion from the objective. One of the dive teams will emerge near the dock at the sail pavilion to eliminate enemy sentries.
Shadow 32, Viper 06, copy. 3 Scorpion 01, get eyes to the village. Pass it, rep when able. One, Viper. Pass it, rep when able.
Helicopter and maritime assault forces. If you direct your attention to the east end of the channel, an MH-60 Black Hawk helicopter will approach with special operators from Colombia, Finland, Poland, Singapore, and the United States. The helicopter assault force will execute a fast rope infiltration onto the yacht, which is also where intelligence indicates that the hostage was located. A dive team has already climbed the stern of the yacht to engage enemy on the stern.
Pass the rip. 6 Scorpion 1, in over what position? Freak. I lies on, multiple enemy personnel, small arms. Ready to Scorpion 03, Viper 06, 1 able, pass it, rep.
Ladies and gentlemen, the team on the yacht Starship has discovered that the hostage is not on board but being held in the village adjacent to the sail pavilion. The mission commander has ordered that a contingency plan be executed, which includes a maritime and ground assault on the enemy in the village. In a moment, you will see vehicles vehicles begin movement from the south side of the Harbor Island Bridge. They are moving to attack an enemy checkpoint in front of the convention center. This ground assault force consists of personnel from Poland and the United States and includes a team member from the FBI. They are using Special Operations ATVs and M1025 ground mobility vehicles, which are modified Humvees. You will also see the boat assault force entering the area aboard two Special Operations craft Riverine or SOC-Rs. This force consists of personnel from Colombia, Finland, Poland, and the United States, and also includes a team member from the FBI. Their mission is to eliminate enemy resistance in the vicinity of the village, rescue the hostage, and gather valuable intelligence before departing the area. They are being escorted by a section of 86 Little Birds, who will provide armed escort throughout the assault. As the ground force eliminates the enemy and rescues the hostage, the SOC-R typically pull offshore to conduct security operations against enemy reaction forces. At the end of the assault, an enemy vessel will approach from the north. The mission commander will direct the SOC-Rs and the Maritime Observation Post to attack the vessel, preventing it from disrupting the assault.
Drifter Scorpion 04, this is Viper 06. Commence attack. South to north. Now. I want Leroy 71 in trail of Drifter to provide overwatch. Scorpion 01, when able, break contact, exfil, foot movement, rejoin with Scorpion 04. Drifter, copy, 30 seconds out, bring us out. Copy, 30 seconds out. Viper 06, Scorpion 03, you need to land, over. Scorpion 03, stand by.
Rappel down from the roof and make their way to join the ground assault force. If you are located between the convention center and the village, please, for your safety, stand clear for the personnel and allow them to move through the crowd. Next, Black Hawk helicopters will return to exfil the crew from the yacht. They will use the Fast Rope Insertion and Extraction System, or FRIES. This system is used for extracting personnel from areas where helicopters cannot land. During this method, ropes are attached to the helicopter and dropped down to the personnel. A series of rings on the rope allow operators on the ground, all wearing special harnesses, to clip into the rope.
Drifter, this is Viper 06, RTD for Exfil. Objective is Shacon, 4 years acre immediate Exfil. Push now. Viper 06, Corpus 03. Viper, Drifter 15 south, commence an extract.
The MH-6 Little Bird helicopters will extract will typically hover about 10 feet above the water while the personnel climb the ladder.
Rear 2-1, Viper 06, 30 seconds out, Shadow 31, inbound, point Echo. Southeast 4, Eagle Exfil complete, Leroy 71, Divinity to the west. When able, rejoin RTB for a recce pass around the bay. One coming out for you.
Select individuals from the Helicopter Assault Force have been preparing to repatriate the yacht Starship. With preparations complete, the ship is beginning its journey to a safe port where it can be turned over to a waiting relief crew. Ladies and gentlemen, while we do have one more event, the exfil of the forces concludes the tactical scenario portion of today's demonstration. Let's have a round of applause for all our combined interagency task force special operators. The capabilities demonstrated today show that SOF units from around the world can accomplish a mission as a multinational unit. SOF partner nations train and collaborate exercises like today's capabilities exercise regularly across the globe in peacetime to prepare for any contingency. Persistent global presence and continued partner nation engagement is vital to the success of Special Operations Forces. Please look overhead as the final event you will see today is a military free fall parachute jump. This 7-man team consists of jumpers from Colombia, Hungary, Italy, Romania, Singapore, and the United States. They will exit an MC-130 Combat Talon II aircraft from 8,000 feet and deploy their parachutes at 4,000 feet. They will assemble in the air and then land together in the channel in front of you. Considered to be one of the military's most demanding and potentially hazardous advanced skills, military free fall parachute operations are used to infiltrate enemy areas around the cover of darkness to avoid detection or to jump in where aircraft cannot land. The Special Operations military free fall personnel are taught to conduct high altitude, low opening missions by exiting an aircraft at altitudes up to 30,000 feet. Typically, the parachutists free fall to about 4,000 feet from ground level before deploying their chutes. A similar activity is known as high altitude, high opening parachute missions, in which parachutists exit at high altitudes and deploy their canopies using highly maneuverable gliding parachute systems to silently travel distances up to 50 kilometers. These highly trained individuals conduct military free fall operations in the dead of night while fully loaded with 70 pounds of combat equipment and wearing a special helmet and oxygen mask. The jump platform used in today's demonstration is a highly modified variant of the C-130 Hercules aircraft. The MC-130 Combat Talon II provides infiltration, exfiltration, and resupply of Special Operations Forces and equipment in hostile or denied territory. Secondary missions include psychological operations and helicopter and vertical lift air refueling. The Combat Talon II has a crew of 7 and can hold up to 52 combat parachutists. It has an advanced terrain following terrain avoidance radar and a top speed of 300 miles per hour and an unrefueled range of 2,700 nautical miles, allowing it to deliver personnel and cargo deep in enemy territory with pinpoint accuracy, both day, night, and in adverse weather conditions. The jump master duties for today's jump are being conducted by an Air Force Special Tactics Combat Controller. Combat controllers are certified air traffic controllers assigned to Special Tactics Squadrons. The mission of a combat controller is to deploy undetected into combat and hostile environments to establish assault zones or airfields while simultaneously conducting air traffic control, fire support, command and control, direct action, counterterrorism, and humanitarian assistance. Their motto, "First There," reaffirms the combat controller's commitment to undertaking the most dangerous missions behind enemy lines by leading the way for other forces to follow. Additionally, These airmen have been instrumental in controlling critical close air support missions in hostile territory within close proximity to friendly forces. This special skill requires extensive additional training to be certified as a Joint Terminal Attack Controller, or JTAC. These personnel are typically located within the Ground Force Commander's CP and assist with coordinating close air support during special operations missions. One thing that is also interesting to note is the fact that all of the airspace required for today's event is actually being controlled by two of these combat controllers who you can see positioned on top of the Tampa General Hospital. This team is not only responsible for controlling the layering of all of today's military aircraft, but they are also responsible for coordinating airspace with the Federal Aviation Administration, Tampa International Airport, Peter O. Knight Municipal Airport, and any aircraft that enters the area. Jumpers land in the water, you will see that several boats will be involved in pulling the jumpers and their parachutes from the water. Again, let's have a round of applause for today's jumpers. Again, a round of applause for our hostage, Tampa Mayor Bob Buckhorn. As impressive as today's demonstration was, it's even more impressive when you consider that these teams had to merge their procedures from 8 different nations, overcome language barriers, and choreograph this entire demonstration in about 4 days. U.S. SOF are engaged around the globe with international SOF partners. This combined demonstration is a great opportunity to highlight the interoperability of U.S. and partner SOF in a global arena, as well as foster relationships that can be leveraged in conflict and during peacetime operations. This concludes the 2018 International Special Operations Forces Capabilities Demonstration. Feel free to meet our Special Operations Warriors and look at their equipment as they return to the Convention Center area. United States Special Operations Command thanks all those in attendance today, and especially the City of Tampa for hosting this event. Thank you.